and welcome to another episode of Let's Make an RPG Game. This is, we'll just say season whatever, episode whatever, because this is whatever. So, in the last episode, I showed you a few things. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to show you what I call the planning stages of this project, because I'm now working in planning the map, and this is a more complex type of project I'm working on. And that's simply just, okay, draw a map and you're done. This is based off of an old adventure game I used to play as a kid, so we're going to do that. So, first of all, here we are. I'm going to show you a few things. Some changes. This is going to change, so we're going to do that change right now, because I don't like it anymore. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here, and I'm just going to grab this grass tile here, and just going to fold this in like so. Get rid of these. I keep the guard. So you're gonna see what I'm gonna do. And what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna go right in this corner here. Build the wall like this. I'm gonna signify that this is different from the forest type stuff. We're gonna fill that elsewhere in with some tile. Move our guard right about here. That. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna draw here, here. Let's see, and just draw at that. Here, and I'm gonna go, okay, this. Force the player to center of town. Which will be here. Put it there for now, and I'll fix that later on in the video. So there's that. And the reason is because I just realized the way the map I have set up, and I'll show you in a sec. And I'll show you now. I'll show you what the map looks like. Alright. Alright, I gotta fix this in here, so. Be right back. Alright, so boom, this is the map. Now this is a little site called trizibot.io. Now, the beauty of this site, you can actually you could have done a Windows program for free from the site. And you don't have to do what I do, which is I have to do it because I have a Mac. Do it on the actual website itself. But what this is essentially designed for is for you to draw out maps as you make an interactive fiction game. What I use it for is to try to draw complex maps, that you can see here, for RPG Maker games. Because this way I can see exactly how many scenes, especially this one, because the way this game was based off of is based off of the old game Quest for Glory 1. And if you know anything about that game, the map in that game is broken up into chunks. And to make it true to form, that's what I have done. So here's the town, and there's this one forest this way. This is another forest this way. There's another forest this way, and there's another forest this way. Then we've got sections here that are going to go out like that. Like that. And this will help me decide exactly how many scenes are going to be going to a different event. And where we're going to put everything. This is just a rudimentary start. Because, and we'll go back to RPG Maker now. Because, as you can see, and I'll show you right now, if you look right where it is here, where it says it's supposed to say forest or map this. All right, where it says east, that's actually the map. We do that. That's the map. The map tab is literally situated where you get the town. Then you've got east on the map, which is east is comprised of 1, 2, 3, 4 scenes of that, and then we've got what's going to go here. Then I'm going to do the same with west, south, and north, and then the sideways. Excuse me. So now let's go back to here. And this is what I'm going to show you in a sec. Now that we know all that's going to happen, we're going to want to make this so it works out the way I want it needs to work out. So we're going to go here. I'm going to draw a piece of road line here. Then we're going to have to go up a north forest, a south forest, and then I'm going to have another line go. Well, actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to just do this. North forest, south forest. One forest path that way, another forest path goes out this way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go to here. And I'm going to change a few things. Like so. All right. Now, to end this, and that's how we're going to do that with all this because it's all connect. So next we got the section called catfolk. And I'm going to do something here. So we're going to create the catfolk real quick. There's our catfolk. And label it just like that for now. All right, and there's that. What does the catfolk do? Oh, traveler, can you help me find my lost hero cards? Like that. We'll leave it at that so far. All right. Now we're going to go back. I'm going to set a few options here. All right. A few changes into the bar scenes, so I'll show off those now. So hold on to your horses. Large set scene. There we go. So first off, you notice I've actually decided to change the character graphic look. This may change differently, so it may different. It may change back. But for now, Marston, you could rest now. If you have the gold. If you don't have the gold, well, I have the gold, so that happens. That just restores it. You can buy Dragon's Breath. We don't have the gold for that. We have this book here. If you try to take the book, the cards are face down, peeking at your future without paying is a great way to ensure you don't have one. The fortune teller glares at you. Here's the fortune teller. Secret Traveler, let the fates speak. Select a card, Traveler. So you select a card. I'm going to change this a bit. But it says you selected the thief card. The shadow of silence, you shall find a path where others see only a wall. Right? So let's see. That's the bar scene. We have a general store. Yeah, I think we change this right back. So you could buy, I like to buy something, ask about the town, ask about the rope before you can leave. I'm going to change some spelling errors. We got the fruit seller. You could buy an apple, you could ask about the value, or you could just leave. Here we've got the guild. The things I'm going to point out here, you have training. You could. There's a few things that get fixed and work out, but here's the guest book. Tells you your score. This little thing, the minute you touch it, you could ask about this, and if you're a thief, you get a hidden note. In order to pick the lock and get something out of this, you have to be a thief with a certain level. There's a few things I have to work out, but this is the basics for right now. Of course, this is Otto. We'll come back to here. This is Otto, this sheriff's assistant. Talk to the sheriff. Ask about the sheriff. The sheriff is very smart. He has a big hat. I want that big hat someday. Get the bridge. There's a big troll under the bridge. He isn't nice. He doesn't like my songs. And then lunch. And now if you go this way, we're going to have a magic user here. I got a few things I'm going to create in a minute. And if you go this way, it's supposed to be different. We're going to change that today. So let's fix a few things. So let's fix a few things here. So we know the town center has a few things we need to rectify. More specifically, this here. There. I don't like this statue sitting in the center, so what we're going to do is we're going to remove that. Right in this. And connecting the road like that. I'm actually going to move a few things around. This. And it looks like more cohesive town. The town east, which is actually the wrong direction. And check my handy dandy compass. There's nothing more than looking up a compass on the line. Hey, make sure we're seeing this up. Yep. That all winds up looking good. This should lead us to town north. Which is, this is all wrong. And then we got two town north. So, we'll get rid of this, because we haven't done, we had to do town south, so, delete that. We have two town things labeled two town north, so we gotta fix that. And town north, this is that way, so this is town south. That. Now we can get it to go where we want it to go. And voila. But here's what we're going to do next. Gives it some cohesiveness, if you will. Like that. And also signals that you've entered town. Okay. I've redone the character select scene. So instead of what I had before, we have something completely different. And you know what? We can go in the database, and we're gonna go. Oh crap! That happens a lot. Be right back. I don't know why, but sometimes when you do stuff, it crashes, and it probably didn't save all the changes. Nope, did not save any of the changes. Oh, save that. So it did save somewhat. Okay, so, but didn't save any of this, which is easy to fix. We'll quickly fix that real quick. Save and save off, and I always say, right? Being an age-old RPG game trope. Save and save often. So I'll save again. And we're going to quickly change this out to what I'd rather have it be. Just that. So that way a character looks good. I may use that for another thing if I decide to or not. But yeah. So that is about it so far. And so as I said, that is a bit so far of what I've got done and what we're gonna do. And so stay tuned for next week's episode of Let's Make an RPG Game. And road is where the stories are. Do good in the world. Peace out. Stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.